Hey everybody, WoongJin here, bringing you yet another StarCraft commentary. This is set 2 of Shinhan against WoongJin Stars. It was played on the 17th of December. That's 2 days ago. A very nice first set, short game, but very good game between Stork and GG Play. I think that's Stork just set like a new level of cheese for Protoss to try out against Zerg from now on. But yeah, we got now the second set, and we have what looks to be a very interesting ZVP coming up. We got Great against Free. Great is a rather new player who hasn't played much, so his stats are kind of insignificant. And Free, his best matchup is actually against Zerg. So 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, Free's best matchup is against Zerg, so I'm expecting him to actually do quite a good stuff there. We're going to be on Andromeda, and Great is going to be the Zerg in the top left, 11 o'clock in yellow. And we're going to have Free in the bottom left at the 7 o'clock in teal as the protoss. Yes, this map is Andromeda, and very one of my personal favorite maps. Very large, very nice map, very good map for macro-heavy games, and in most cases we do get those heavy macro-heavy games because it's a 4-player map, and players usually, you know, feel inclined to go for, you know, slightly more economic builds. They don't need to play insanely safe. Zergs are free to go 12 hatch, and Protoss usually, well, almost always go the fast expand. So they're showing us a little bit of the first person view there from both players. Not much going on. Yeah, Shinhan, they seriously lack a number of decent Zerg players. Actually, they lack a Zerg player at all. Great is actually their best Zerg. Aside from him, the only player that's worth mentioning maybe is Odin, but he's not all that great. But yeah, wow, okay, Free apparently went for a overpull there, although his Overlord came out just a little bit after the spawning pool started going up. And Free has scouted that. He's inside of Great Space, and he's gonna see all that going on there. But yeah, as I was saying, Khan seriously lack. That's their biggest weakness. They lack a decent Zerg player. And this season, of course, the rules that are that you have to have a Zerg in each match. At least one of the sets have to be played by a Zerg. And that's like one of their only weaknesses, that if somebody loses, it's usually one of their Zergs. Also, Hades, I'm sorry, that's Great, that's one of his names. Hades has been doing rather well. But yeah, Free going for the standard Forge Fast Expand, and Hades going for a hatchery inside of his, on his ramp. So that's actually interesting. He's going for his mineral only first. 2 cannons down right away for Free. So he's you know, he knows that we're always Zerglings is the best way to do this, just to be on the safe side. Although I don't think if Hades tries to break through, he's going to do it. I know his name, he goes by Great, but I find calling him Hades is much more comfortable. So I'm just going to stick to that. Maybe it's because I'm a history major or something. I don't know. Yeah, Hades going now for his 3rd hatchery, taking down his natural down the ramp. Free still has a probe inside, scanning everything out. Next is going up for Free. So we're gonna have a, when it comes to economy, we're gonna have to be pretty, you know, decent. Oh, but the Zerglings actually might be able to run in. Oh, yeah, 2 Zerglings actually do manage to run in. 4 Zerglings get taken out by the cannons. The probe didn't quite manage to block them all, but he did prevent 3 Zerglings in total to get in. So now we're going to see what Hades is going to do. He might take out a probe or 2 if he micros well. And yeah, Free no longer being is now being denied scouting by Hades, and Hades just run around with his Zerglings. He can't really, not really doing anything. He's now running all the way back. He's probably using them for scouting, checking out if Free went for his expansion. I don't think he should run out, but he is smart in that he's making those probes run around, and one of the Zerglings almost dying, Free microing his probes very well, making sure that those zerglings become useless. Still not any, you know, large probe situation for Free, so he's just setting this up now. I believe there's a cybernetics core now going. Lair tech up for Hades, so I don't see a den up, so we're probably going to see 3-hatch Muta here. And critically, Hades did deny the scout at that point, so Free does not know this is coming. Those zerglings still alive, running around inside there. I think one of them is the one seriously damaged one, has been able to heal itself to the point that he might be able to try to attack to at least take out a probe. That'd be a good idea. Although, on the plus side, he does have a scout inside, so he'll be able to know exactly what's going on. Just in case, you know, Free decides to deviate from the norm, which is, of course, a Stargate, Corsair, and then go for tech. Stargate is going up, although he is smart. Free is smartly putting down the Stargate on his expansion, because that's not where Hades is running around with his zerglings. Yeah, those zerglings are going to stay inside the base. Possibly going to take one probe, so that's already cost-effective. The very important scout and the cost-effective zerglings almost not quite taken out there. The Zealot almost got had him caught there for a second. The zerglings are going to run around and stay inside all the way until Dragoons are coming up, and there is a Spire going down, and a Stargate is almost on the way, so Corsair is going to be in time there, possibly going to scatter it out, although I think the Spire will be able to come up before the Corsair is out, and he might be able to get down some mulas. And Citadel of Aduna going down, so he might be going for the Dark Templar Ser combo, although I don't know if that's a good idea, because that's probably what Graves is going to be restricting. I think that 3 probes now taken down. Wow! Cost-effective use of 2 zerglings that are both still alive. One of those zerglings just managing to run away. Zergling speed popping in just at the nick of time. 4th hatchery and going down one of his expansions. So he's possibly going for 4 or 5 hatch Muta. Gonna just take down a bunch of them. 4 probes and one of the Muta's zerglings does finally go down, but very cost-effective zerglings there. Very nice micromanagement by Hades, and meanwhile he's setting down his second gas, getting that ready to pump a bunch of Mutalisks. Although Templar Archon is going down, so this probably is Ser Dark Templar. Evolution Chamber also going down, and a Den. I think he should probably, before he goes for Mutalisks, probably going to go for some Scourge. One of the Overlords is going to go down, so unfortunately Hades, well, micromanagement was a little bit slow with that Spire there. Not in time to counter Free's Corsair harassment, and unfortunately Overlords aren't really hitting that well. And a pylon there at a base going down for Free, so he might be setting himself up for yet another base. Don't know how that's going to go. Scores are now around, so they should be able to take down that Corsair. I think he's Hades trying to go for a flanking mover, and while he goes to that, he spots that base. So Free is in fact going for 3 bases right away, and does take his mineral only. So Free also going for a heavy economic game. But I think critically, Free does not have yet anything to counter that Mutalisk if they're going away. Lots of hatcheries going out for great, and that Corsair. Oh, okay. I thought there was. Oh, the Corsair does get caught. For Free, for some reason, simply stopped there, and probably now Hades did get in there. He did see what was going on, popping down that sunken colony to deal with those Dark Templar that are going into his base. And of course Hades expanding again because he saw that Free was wasting some money there. Well, not wasting, but using some money on the expansion. So Zergling is there to protect against the Dark Templar. Overlord is coming in, so that Dark Templar is going to go down. What is Hades not paying attention though? He just left those Zerglings there, let a couple of Zerglings die. That wasn't necessary. 2 evolution chambers up, so he is going to try to catch up in the upgrade war. I think Free has upgrades at this point, but lurkers, 6 lurkers popping in, so he's going for Mutal Lurker, gonna try a 2-pronged attack, and it's actually not a bad idea. There are no observers out. Lurkers would work significantly well, especially with those air to support them. Dark Templar moving in again, but Zerglings are gonna force it to go back. Although I think Hades should be very careful with those Zerglings, because yeah, all the Zerglings do get taken out. And now he moves back with only 1 Zergling to defend. His Zealots and a Dragoon. That expansion get taken out. He has Lurkers and drones moving in to try to prevent the hatch from going down. But he has Free has 2 Zealots and a Dark Templar hitting that hatchery. If that hatchery is gonna go down, if the hatchery goes down, it's going to be a serious loss for... Oh man, drones coming in and they all get badly microed. The lurkers do finally come down. Dark Temple almost go down. Dragoon goes down. That hatchery shouldn't go down though. I think the lurkers did make it there in time. Although Hades has to be very careful with those lurkers, very careful with those drones. Several drones who got taken out that was completely unnecessary. Now that Dark Templar is stuck there, detected. I think he is. Yeah, the Dark Templar is finally going to go down. Nice tactics overall, although I think at this point Hades does have the advantage. He has 4th base now going up. I didn't know, I thought he was going for Mulisk, but instead he switched to Lurker. I think Mulisk would have been a better choice. There was still no defenses really out for that. Observatory finally going down, so he's going to be able to finally see those Lurkers. Slight engagement there, 2 Zealots against 4 Zerglings. Those Zerglings get taken down. The Zerglings are probably going to... No, the Zealot does lose. Oh, 2 very, very badly injured Zerglings, though. They're probably just gonna get to run around for scouting purposes. More hatcheries going.